welcome back to Arizona Daily Mix. It is a Thirsty Thursday, and today we're talking about two of my favorite things, wine and cheese, and pairing them together, and the secrets behind that. Joining me is Peggy Fiandaca. Thank you so much. Always good to have you here.
Absolutely.
She is the co-owner of LDV Winery and Wine Gallery. We love having you here on the show.
Enjoy
so
it.
let's talk about pairing these two together, because what is the first rule of thumb when it comes to doing that?
One of the things to think about is the type of wine you want to serve with the cheese, and the wine will give you some hints. So a lighter wine you might want to pair with lighter cheeses. And a heavier wine like a Cabernet or a Petit Syrah, you want those heavier cheeses, blue cheeses, the stronger cheeses with it.
Okay, so first comes first, that is the wine.
Exactly.
Then you go with the cheeses and what you want to add there.
Absolutely.
Lighter cheeses for white wine, and lighter cheeses might include like the goat cheese and the gorgonzola.
Right.
Walk me through a little bit of that.
Absolutely. This is a tray that I put together for a white wine pairing. And it would go beautifully with some manchego, which is a very light cheese that it would go nicely with. We have a winery goat cheese that has some wine with it, would be beautiful. And you can also add some fruit, some olives, some
How do you know
fig.
which fruits to add?
Well, you want to complement the fruit in the wine. So if you have some blueberry notes in your wine, you want to put blueberry. If your wine has some apricot notes, maybe trade out the fig to an apricot preserve for that.
And okay, so over here we're to the heavier cheeses, and then you have some heavier meats too.
Absolutely.
How do you know what meats to put out?
So you want a prosciutto is some saltiness to it, so you need something a little bolder with that saltiness. Also some aged Parmesan cheese, which is again a harder cheese, so it might need a deeper, redder wine. We have this with a Grenache or with a Petit Syrah would go beautiful. And I also put together a cracker that has some triple cream with mushrooms, and with that fig spread on top of it, goes beautifully.
Okay, so I just took a bite of some of that meat and it's really good. But going to the crackers now, how do you know what kind of crackers to use? Because there are so many variations.
There are, and these have some sesame seeds, but you might want to go something lighter with the cracker or with the bread, because you want to really accentuate what you're putting on it, not the bread itself. So when you're putting together a platter like this, and I don't know if you want to take a stab at putting together the platter.
So what cheeses do I have here?
So you have some cheddar, so that gives it really beautiful color. So when you're putting together your cheese platter, you want to mix some hard cheeses, some light cheeses, so that you get some colorful. This is a Gouda, which would be beautiful
Gouda.
on that. The
This looks like the
Gorgonzola,
manchega.
that's a manchega. So we have 3 or 4 different kinds of cheeses, which would be perfect for a cheese platter.
And one of the things I always love pairing too is some of the wine and the fruit just together,
Right.
you know, without the cheese. So goes back to what the wine has in it, what kind of fruits it has in it.
Absolutely.
To determine what kind you want to use. Now, I know you have classes over at the gallery when it comes to, you know, just getting more in depth about the pairing. Tell me about that, because you have one coming up on the 10th.
We do. We have one September 10th, which is exactly about wine and cheese pairing. And we're going to do a lot of different pairings with our wines, so people can try them and see what works, what doesn't work, and then put together how to put together a platter.
Okay, so it's September 10th. It's Wine Appreciation,
Yes.
pairing wine and cheese. It's at LDV Wine Gallery, which is in Old Town Scottsdale, 5 to 6:30 p.m., $35 per person, or it's $65 for a couple. Great stuff. Love your wine. And of course, this is always a success when you can put these two together on a great platter.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay,
Cheers.
more Arizona Daily Mix coming right up. Don't go away. Cheers to you.